Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of very interesting bodybuilding updates. The first one is, again, about Nick Walker. I know a bunch of you are sick of Nick Walker, and I'm seeing all kinds of comments, negative comments in Nick's comment section, a lot of them. I don't think Nick ever received this much hate from people. I don't know what's happening with people these days, honestly. Like, everybody's hating on everybody so hard, and now Nick is receiving a lot of hate for not doing this year's Mr. Olympia. I'm not blaming him. I can understand what he felt, what he thought. He was off, he looked horrible for his standards, and he just didn't want to show that to the world. I can also understand the frustration of the fans. I mean, he did say he was gonna do the Mr. Olympia, he hyped us up, and then he pulled out. I can understand that as well, but this much hate and this many Nick Talker comments, I don't think is warranted, but whatever. In this video, we actually have Nick Walker finally talking about his new coach. I mean, he still haven't really said anything so far. He did tag his new coach in his most recent post, but he never addressed this. He never really made it official. He never said, "This is my new coach." He just tagged him. He could have tagged anybody. Yeah, we all know Kyle Wilkes is Nick Walker's new coach, but now it's official. Let me show you what Nick said about this.
And also, I'll make the formal announcement now. Kyle Wilkes will be my head coach going forward. So I got Kyle Wilkes in charge of the diet and all that other stuff. And then Jared is going to be in charge of the training. You know, they obviously both have been in contact with each other as far as getting on the same page with what they want me to do.
Alright, so that makes it official. He made a formal announcement. Going forward, Nick's coach is gonna be Kyle Wilkes. What Nick also said in this video a little bit later was that he picked the shows he's gonna do, so he's not just, focused on growing and doing the off-season, and he's gonna choose the shows later. No, he already has the shows picked, and he also said on the Think Big Bodybuilding Media YouTube channel, on the podcast he did, he also said that he has plans of doing multiple shows. He kind of want to do something like what Samson is doing. That's what he said. He actually said he wants to do what Samson is doing. He wants to do more shows. And I don't know which shows it's gonna be, but he said it's gonna be shows back to back. However, it's not gonna be Arnold Classic because he thinks he lost too much muscle during this Olympia prep. I mean, I don't know how did that even happen. Was his gear actually fake? Because he didn't get in shape and he lost muscle. Very weird. I don't know what happened there, but he says if he wants to do the Arnold Classic, he needs to start prepping in a couple of weeks from now, and that's not enough time for him to rebuild his body. So he wants to take a longer off season, and I'm guessing he's going to do some shows in the summer. Maybe his first show is going to be the Pittsburgh Pro. I think Detroit Pro is around the same time, but I don't know if he's going to do that because I don't think he's on a very good terms with Fouad Abiad. You guys know that. But then also, Guy Sternino is now back on Fouad's podcast, so maybe Nick is gonna make peace with Fouad as well and do the Detroit Pro. It would be awesome to see him over there. It's gonna be an amazing show for sure, and you guys know that the best lighting and the best background is on that show, basically. So hopefully he's gonna do the Detroit Pro, Pittsburgh Pro, maybe New York Pro again, maybe Chicago Pro, maybe some of those shows, regular season shows. Maybe he's gonna win a couple of titles. We'll see. The photo that you're looking at right now is from his 2023 Olympia prep before he tore his hamstring, and this look was pretty nuts, right? He was in great condition, and his plan now is not to just show up and look decent and just barely get away with a win like he did at the New York Pro. He says now, after all that happened, after he disappointed so many people, he needs to show up looking better than ever. He wants to really impress everybody, and I believe he's going to do just that. I mean, I don't know how good of a coach Kyle Wilkes is, and how well will these two guys click, what this collaboration is going to look like. It's still a risk, we don't know, but, I think Nick is driven more than ever, and I know he's a hard worker, and as long as he has a coach that is very devoted to him with a decent amount of experience and knowledge, and if he trusts him, actually him and Jared Feather, I think things will work out for Nick very well. I think he's gonna be at his absolute best this year, and I think it's gonna be awesome. You guys, I know a lot of you guys hate him now, and you will continue to do that. Okay, that's fine, but I'm telling you guys, next year we're gonna see the best version of Nick Walker ever. That's what I believe. You guys tell me, what do you think down below? Alright, next up, we got an update from Rafael Brandao, who is apparently not doing the Prague Pro. I have no idea why. Where did I get this? AJ Kelly Roberts posted this on his story. Unfortunately, when I decided to make the video, the story expired, so I can't show it to you. But trust me, he basically said that he spoke to Rafael personally, and he told him he's not doing Prague Pro. Again, why? Ah, man, I hope he has a really good explanation, a really good excuse, because this just makes no sense. I mean, Prague Pro is gonna be the most watched show of the year after the Mr. Olympia, maybe even more watched than the Mr. Olympia, because I think a lot of casual fans are gonna go and watch that show. I mean, not in person maybe, but like the live stream and like the photos afterwards on Chris's Instagram, on Chris's YouTube. Like, anybody who can use the opportunity to stand on the stage against him, potentially beat him, should use the opportunity. I mean, there could be anything with Rafael's life, personal life, that's going to prevent him from doing that one more show after Romania. But man, come on. It needs to be a really good excuse, because not doing this show, it would be like the worst move that Rafael made in his entire career. I mean, can he win Prague Pro against Martin Fitzwater? No. Martin placed 4th at the Mr. Olympian. Rafael placed 8th. So I don't think he can surpass Martin unless Martin is horribly off, which is not going to happen since Stefan Kinsel is coaching Martin. But can Rafael beat Chris Bumstead? Yeah, absolutely. That can happen. Even if he doesn't beat him, Rafael would probably be in the top 3 of that show. And he would be probably in a call-out with Chris Bumstead. So how stupid it would be to be in Europe, to travel from freaking Brazil all the way to Europe and not go to Prague, to Czech Republic, and do the freaking show. That would help Rafael so much with his popularity, with his status, everything really. I don't know, man. I just really hope he has a really good excuse, because this just makes zero sense. Sure, there is a chance of him losing to Chris Bumstead. I mean, would that ruin Rafael's stock? No. If Chris is that good, then, I mean, he is the 6-time Classic Physique Mr. Olympia champion, one of the best physiques in the world today. So if he beats him, Rafael doesn't lose anything. He can only gain. Even if he loses to Sibam, still just being in a call-out with him, being in those photos that are going to circle around the world, be on all the social media platforms everywhere, on Chris's social media. Man, I mean, I don't need to explain this to you guys. It's so obvious. But yeah, for some reason, apparently he's not doing it. I find it hard to believe, honestly. I don't know why he would say that. I mean, again, maybe there is a really good excuse, really good reason. But yeah, I just still think he's going to do it. He's going to jump in. I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, unless there is something personal that he just can't speak about and there is no chance of him doing the show. But man, I just really hope he's going to do it, and it will be a really huge mistake if he doesn't. Alright, now as far as Akim Williams, who is also one of the 10 best bodybuilders in the world, potentially even higher than that, I think he was slightly overlooked at the Mr. Olympia. I think he probably could have placed higher. I don't know, I think for some reason he's always kind of overlooked. Maybe it's because he's not super active on social media and not a very popular bodybuilder, and he doesn't bring much to the table aside from his great physique, and they're just not looking at him as much. I don't know, but I think Akim is amazing. He has probably the biggest biceps in the IFBB today, along with Nick Walker. Maybe one of the best chests. I would say one of the best quads as well. Very weak back, especially in the back double bicep, but his back lat spread is fine. And he has so much muscle. Now, this guy is bound to do the Romania Pro. However, his flight got cancelled. And the show is in 2 days. Today is Thursday, the show is this weekend. So, what will he do? It's very tricky now, but he kind of figured it out. Let me show it to you.
So, quick update. Yesterday on my flight to Romania, last night my flight got cancelled, so pretty much was stranded. I left the airport maybe 2 o'clock this morning. I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is as you guys know, the flight got canceled. The good news is I was able to book a flight for tonight. So fingers crossed, everything goes as planned and I get to make it to Romania on Friday. So I repeat, I am still doing the show. I'm scheduled to do the show. I spoke to, the promoters and everybody out there in Romania, and I let them know the situation, what was going on. And I am ready. I'm excited because I know I'm bringing a really, really great package, and can't wait to be out there in Romania.
So I guess it's okay. It's fine. He managed to book another flight on Friday, so he's gonna be in Romania the day before the stage. How will this affect his look? It will affect his look. He's probably not gonna be at his best. And Akim never really said that he was gonna do the Prague Pro. I mean, the Prague Pro list is not out yet. The show is in about 10 days. But he never really spoke about that. And now he's another guy that just should do the show. Like, we don't know if Chris can actually beat this guy. Maybe he can beat him, maybe he can't. But he's also gonna be in the top call-out with Chris Bumstead. And Akim is really not the type of bodybuilder that is big on social media, that looks for attention, that understands marketing. For some reason, he's just not really trying to become more popular. I'm sure he could utilize that to get a better contract, to earn more money, but he's just not like that. Maybe he has like his own private business and he doesn't care too much about how much money he's making from bodybuilding. I don't know what his story, but he's the kind of guy that really would skip Romania, actually Prague Pro, if he didn't feel like doing it, or if he won his Olympic qualification at Romania Pro. Now, since his flight got cancelled and that he's gonna travel on the very last day to Romania, he's probably not gonna be at his best. If he was at his best, could he beat Rafael Brandao at his best? Well, he failed to do that at the Arnold Classic Ohio earlier this year, and also the Mr. Olympia. And Rafael was so much better at the Arnold Classic, and I think Akim was also very good at Olympia, and still he couldn't beat Rafael. So it would be tough. I think he could beat Rafael, but he probably won't, because Rafael is more complete. He has more complete pose, like he has the back double bicep and Akim doesn't. So now, especially after what happened, I'm pretty sure Akim is not going to win Romania Pro, and if he doesn't win that show, should he just jump into the Prague Pro? I mean, can he win Prague Pro against Martin Fitzwater? No, but I mean, if he's already there, if he already prepped, he should just jump in and use the opportunity to stand next to Chris Bumstead on the stage. But we'll see. Now, after what happened with this flight, I think there are bigger chances of him actually doing the Prague Pro. But we'll see. You guys tell me down below in the comment section, what do you think? If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.